This is commentary on lesson 159 in the workbook for A Course in Miracles. I give the miracles I have received. The Course's method of teaching us is to prove to us the truth of what it says and to prove to us right in our everyday life, right where we think we're at, and in that life and in its experiences, it gives us a way to prove to us the truth of what it's saying about us. And that truth is that we remain in knowledge, we remain that perfect one self that God created, that we're one with God, and that we're one with everything around us, that we really are not bodies, there really is not a world in time and space. And all of that is from this standpoint is very obscure and not really understood. And so the Course gives us a way to understand that in a very practical way in this idea for today that giving is receiving and that the miracles that we give are the ones that we have. And so what it does is it takes this basic idea from our ego standpoint that if we give something away, that we no longer have it. And what the Course is trying to teach us is that what we give away is, that all that we give is really given to ourselves, and that we understand by giving it to someone else, that's how we have it. And so, of all the things that we can give, of miracles, the central thing is Christ's vision. That is to not see somebody as a body, to see them through the light and spirit. And then all the other miracles of forgiveness. If we want to be forgiven for ourselves, we have to give it to someone else. And it changes our belief that if I give forgiveness to someone else, I don't have it for myself. And so, all the things that we would give in love, if we believe that to love someone is to give them money, to give them time, to give them the things of the world, we believe from an ego standpoint, if we give them to somebody else, we no longer have them. And that's the basic idea that what I have for myself, I have to keep to myself. And so the Course meets us there and it shows us that what we give through love, whatever form it is, if it's just forgiveness, if it's seeing through vision, or if it's the things of this world, we learn that when we give them to someone else, that's how we know that we have them. And we learn that we're giving them not out of lack that we see in them, but we're giving to them out of the abundance of their true self. We give to others and receive for ourselves, not because we are really in need, but we give to ourselves and others so we show that we have this abundance which reflects our true self. So giving is receiving. All that I give is given to myself. That's the basic learning edge of the Course. So let's go through this lesson. I give the miracles I have received. No one can give what he has not received. To give a thing requires first you have it in your own possession. Here the laws of heaven and the world agree, but here they also separate. The world believes that to possess a thing it must be kept. Salvation teaches otherwise. To give is how to recognize you have received. It is the proof that what you have is yours. You understand that you are healed when you give healing. You accept forgiveness as accomplished in yourself when you forgive. You recognize your brother as yourself, and thus do you perceive that you are whole. There is no miracle you cannot give, for all are given you. Receive them now by opening the storehouse of your mind where they are laid and giving them away. So that's that idea that we've already received all the miracles that there are, all the answers that we need, all the help, but we won't know that until we give it away. Because when we give it, we know that we must have had it. We can't give something we don't have. Christ's vision is a miracle. It comes from far beyond itself, for it reflects eternal love and the rebirth of love which never dies, but has been kept obscure. Christ's vision pictures heaven, for it sees a world so like heaven that what God created perfect can be mirrored there. The darkened glass the world presents can show but twisted images in broken pieces. The real world pictures heaven's innocence. And so, from our standpoint of the ego, it seems like there's an infinite set of things that we're a part of. They're all us, and all of those things are lacking and going without, and all of that. And when we see through Christ's vision, we see the wholeness of ourselves and others. We realize our abundance through what we're giving. Christ's vision is the miracle in which all miracles are born. It is their source, remaining with each miracle you give, and yet remaining yours. It is the bond by which the giver and receiver are united in extension here on earth as they are in heaven. So this giving and receiving being one, that what I give, I receive, that what I give, I must have had, that's what reflects the oneness of ourselves in heaven. And Christ beholds no sin in anyone. So we're not giving from lack, we're giving from abundance. We're giving because we know that others are abundant, that we're abundant, and that we deserve all those things. And in his sight, the sinless are as one. Their holiness was given by his Father and himself. Christ's vision is the bridge between the worlds, and in its power can you safely trust to carry you from this world into one made holy by forgiveness. Things which seem quite solid here are merely shadows there, transparent, faintly seen, at times forgot, and never able to obscure the light that shines beyond them. Holiness has been restored to vision, and the blind can see. So this is the idea that we turn this world that we see here into what's called the real world, the reflection of love, reflection of that abundant self. This is the Holy Spirit's single gift, the treasure house to which you can appeal with perfect certainty for all the things that contribute to your happiness. All are laid here already. All can be received but for the asking. Here the door is never locked, and no one is denied his least request or his most urgent need. There is no sickness not already healed, no lack unsatisfied, no need unmet with this golden treasury of Christ. Okay, as we reviewed from those other lessons before, the sense of lack that we have, the sense of being without, is just a sense to prove to us that we're sinful, that we're without love, that we did the separation. And that sense of lack is then to guilt ourselves and the world around us. And so we understand that's not true when that we understand that everything is there for us right now, whatever need that we have, and we recognize it through this giving and receiving. Here does the world remember what was lost when it was made, for here it is repaired, made new again, but in a different light. What was to be the home of sin becomes the center of redemption and the hearth of mercy, where the suffering are healed and welcome. No one will be turned away from his new home, from this new home where his salvation waits. No one is stranger to him. No one asks for anything of him except the gift of his acceptance, of his welcoming. Christ's vision is the holy ground in which the lilies of forgiveness set their roots. This is their home. They can be brought from here back to the world, but they can never grow in the world's unnourishing, shallow soil. They need the light and warmth and kindly care Christ's charity provides. They need the love with which he looks on them, and they become his messengers who give as they have received. Take from his storehouse, that its treasures may increase. His lilies do not leave their home when they are carried back into the world. Their roots remain. They do not leave their source, but carry its beneficence with them, and turn the world into a garden like the one they came from, to which they go again with added fragrance. Now they are twice blessed. The messages they brought from Christ have been delivered and returned to them, and they return them gladly unto him. Behold the store of miracles set out for you to give. Are you not worth the gift when God appointed it be given you? Judge not God's Son, but follow in the way he has established. It's like, judge not ourselves or anyone else. Christ has dreamed the dream of a forgiven world. It is his gift whereby a sweet transition can be made from death to life, from hopelessness to hope. Let us an instant dream with him. His dream awakens us to truth. His vision gives the means for our return to our unlost and everlasting sanctity. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you.